darkest parts of me come back to life. They weigh me down, now I'm tethered. I'll take your ball and lose it all. You write the narrative, 'cause you won't see reality for what it really is. Suffocate and compensate till I'm empty in the end. You still take when I got nothing left. But all I ever wanted was for you to have some faith and right. Now all that I could ask for is for you to fucking let me fly. Faith alone, it's all the strings that dangle me. Now I don't know what dances in my mirror. As time moves on, I say you're gone, but it feels the same. It's ink that shows toxicity in my veins. I'll take the fall and lose it all for what I'll never know. You can't find enough to wish me well. Memories and promises, but they are just for show. Your photographs, they show somebody else. But all I ever wanted was for you to have some faith and right. Now all that I could ask for is for you to fucking let me fly. How much further underwater can I sink? I'll never know. No, I can barely hold on. What I need is strength to let go. All I ever wanted was for you to have some faith in me. Tell me why you can't just let this be. Take all you want, 'cause I'm devoid of anything. You don't contain no empathy. I'm stopped for anything that makes me feel alive. Trade me with every memory. All I wanted was some faith in
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beginning of the end, archí, télous, episode 6. My name is Mage or Zach, and yeah, welcome everyone. Let me go ahead and join back in.
Oh, got him.
Perfect timing. Well, welcome everyone to episode 6 of archí, télous, the beginning of the end. Last episode, our heroes became truly heroes as they bested the 12-ish labors of the Chosen. A rough battle where old friends became enemies, and our heroes truly persevered and showed their wits in every way, through strength, dexterity, wit, even intelligence. On a corrupted, older prototype that was like Nox, built by Nox's creator, Augustus, showed up as the one who was reclaimed by the man on the mountain. Came and tried to attack the group, especially Augustus, but to no prevail, and being the final challenge of corruption, all of our players became heroes. And that didn't take place immediately after them all gaining powers. It took place over the course of about a month. I'm going to go around the table. We want to put some just kind of atmospheric music. Anyone who had anything specific that they want to say that they did over the month. But for everyone, I have gifts for you when you talk about your month.
Bob, you want to go first? Oh, Bob just trained.
Mm-hmm.
He just, he got the pump in, was, getting better at flying. You know,
This
he definitely tried to pull the sword out of the
Mhm.
stone a few times, but just
you
couldn't get it.
you have noticed recently it is not any type of movement, but you notice down the line you may be able to do this with new divine power in you. You learn that one day you may be able to separate the sword and the stone.
Yeah,
This is also your first downtime. Truly. Everything else that you guys have gone through has been over the course of a couple days, less than a week.
no.
So this is your first downtime, and this is your first time to actually also explore the camp freely and any other minute places, any unspecific places in the world too.
Yeah, he tries to pull a sword out of stone. He does some, he trains, gets better. He does some flying practice. I think he would also talk to Athena
Hmm?
and kind of, just catch up with her and,
Yep.
talk with her as his mom.
Is there
And
anything
then
you're trying to ask her, talk to her about? Are you trying to get any
nothing,
information?
nah, nothing really specific, just kind of like, you know, life and about like how it sucked that she was gone and that my other mom had to die and blah 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 blah. Nothing like too specific though.
She will definitely, if you wish, she'll spend time with you and reminisce about what she knew about your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely things before you were there, of course. Um, you talk to her about the things that you were trying to grow, things you were trying to exceed on, getting better at hitting, flying combat, and she starts to spar with you, kind of as the goddess of wit and tactics. She spars with you for a couple days, and she teaches you a specific technique.
Ooh,
She teaches you, and you can add this to your character sheet: witful fortitude.
witful fortitude. How do I add that on my character sheet?
This can be a note. This can be it'll be like a custom feature for you.
Okay. Features and traits.
I will say, out of everyone, yours is definitely the craziest to start off with. But and I'll DM you this as well later. Once per day, roll a 1d4. On a 4,
Okay.
you gain a charge of witful fortitude. These don't stack. When an attack involving a saving throw comes and you're in the area of effect, you may cut the DC in half for you and any other creature within 10 feet of you.
Hmm.
And it nullifies any if you were to pass a saving throw, even if it doesn't say like on a failure you would get like poisoned or something.
Mm-hmm.
If for some reason there is also a pass feature for it and you still are like stunned or something, you do not take any effects if you use this. So any saving throw, you will basically just be taking damage.
Hell yeah. Definitely send that to me so that I can add that. Is there a way that I can like add a specific feat or something like that?
What is my best way to do this? All right. This is going to be a little silly. I'm going to message your feats to you on Steam because I can't leave
Okay.
Discord.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, check this room. You get the chance. Your phone.
Okay. Oh, wait. I can do it on my phone. Did you change your name? Are you changing
Me?
his name? Yeah.
Mm,
His name's Augustus.
was his last name?
Oh, okay.
I'll just put this in my notes.
Yeah, this can go in your notes.
I need to like remember that I have that.
Yes. I can add it to your character sheets later on.
Okay, that would be awesome.
And Athena will actually also give you a little smidgen of information. I did a month-long history check for her, and she actually got pretty high.
Okay.
She doesn't give you much information on what she's been looking at because from what you've inferred about the knowledge you know of the Blue King, you know that starting to look for that kind of stuff seems dangerous. But if anyone knows how to get knowledge, it's her.
Hmm.
One of the last things you remember her saying is, did you guys learn the reason that the gods gained their power?
I would think so.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you actually do learn a decent story hint then.
Hold on.
This is scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that the stories of the Titans were false. They're just written incorrectly. Everything with Kronos and Zeus, Kronos eating the gods, that still happened. But Kronos is not necessarily their father or creator. He's more of a subjugate. The Blue King created this dimension. I don't know why, but when he created the dimension, it seems like he passed off power like delegation more than anything. His ability to pass off that amount of power with a wave of a hand, it's almost like someone giving you a blank check. I'm looking into more of it, but the deeper and more I get into it, the harder it's going to be to find stuff.
So he gave the Titans their power,
Sort of.
and sort of.
As like the Man in the Mountain is not a direct, he's not directly in line with the gods, but he's on a different branch. The Titans were a different branch and gained power, but they didn't give power to the gods.
Huh?
The pantheon that starts with like Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon, those
Right.
three exclusively gained power from the Blue King, not
Okay.
down via the Titans. It is also in just strength, yeah, they're kind of weaker. They can't defeat the giants or the Titans super duper easily. But with this like kind of magic power from the Blue King, this untapped power that they don't seem to tap into a lot, definitely have more of it than the Titans.
Okay. Okay.
That was probably
That's-
her and Medusa finding that. That would probably be a thing that her and Medusa come up to you and say.
Okay. I do.
What is your passive in perception?
I thought you were about to say passive intelligence.
No. This is actually very important.
Passive perception?
Yeah.
It's an 11.
You still see Medusa not flinch at the name Poseidon, but you see a weird twinge in her face, a change in facial expression. can't really navigate what emotion.
Okay. Can I do like
You can do an
insight?
insight check to see if you can boost it.
Okay. My insight's actually pretty decent. That's a 19.
Guilt. Guilt, but not of something you've done, but guilt of getting found out, of doing something you might not necessarily have guilt for, but people would be upset at you for doing.
And I don't know like what she's guilty about. I just know that she feels guilty
It
about
has to
something.
do with Poseidon.
Okay.
Insight 19.
Yeah.
We'll
15
call
on
this.
the die.
This is halfway through the month. You haven't seen Poseidon around.
Oh, I forgot.
Poseidon's still gone. Actually, this could be information you gain day that you leave. Poseidon is still not back. So you gain insight on it around halfway through the month. And it's something that's like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So like I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together.
By the time you guys are about to leave on your mission, you should be, Poseidon hasn't been back in about a month.
Okay. I'm actually, yeah, that was actually, I'm gonna ask Athena, have you seen Poseidon around? Like he was kind of an asshole, but I mean, like, what's he doing? He's been so secluded this past month.
You've had very high insight on roles with your mother before, and you are able to easily tell when she's lying, and she says, I haven't really paid attention to it. It's odd for us to be in the same space for so long. I haven't seen him, but I also haven't thought about looking for him. Why?
I know she's lying to me, right?
No, she's not lying to you. She hasn't.
Oh, she's not
It's
lying
it's
to you.
more like
Okay.
she's ignorant to it. She never looked around. And she's like, oh yeah, now that you speak of it, I haven't.
I don't know. I just, I always saw him and like Zeus or
Now,
doing
Jaeger, if this is something that
but-
you would have told the group about, you can let me know. And if it's not, then because you are the only person that knows. No, I haven't seen him around. I know we've been careful on going on errands and such ever since Hermes.
Yeah, I haven't seen him around recently. I know I'll usually see him like doing something or talking with Zeus or but he's been gone.
If
I don't
anyone
know.
is going to be safe running an errand, it's going to be one of the three.
All right. Hey,
But for this long, I agree. I am a little concerned.
he's probably fine, right? I mean,
I'll
king of the seas. Nobody can really touch him.
high or low.
Hi.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I do want to ask her. Hey, do you know where Ares kind of hangs out and trains at all?
Yeah. He should be over in the weapons room.
Okay, I mean, I haven't actually gotten to really talk to my uncle,
Yeah.
and I was, he's the one thing I know about him. He's, the god of war, and maybe he can give me some good tips too.
From your fights, I can tell you have a lot of fire in you. Try not to let it engulf you.
I won't. I'll try and be more tactful. But I mean, if he can teach me how to swing better, or a cool trick or something, well, why not give it a shot, right?
Of course.
Plus, like
Always
I said,
different.
I haven't met him yet.
different avenues and such.
See,
Knowing
This is
more ways to
why-
fight is resourceful, yes. Proud of you.
thank you. And I give her a big hug.
And she, of course, reciprocates.
And I'll go find Ares.
Right? I'll cut back to Ares. Does anyone want to volunteer?
Classic volunteers before victims.
Hmm.
Do we want to get the big one out of the way?
Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go next.
Can we change the music to something a little bit sadder? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So, Leon. How do you feel right after the trials?
Useless.
Over what
Miserable.
specifically?
I don't feel that I am the hero I should be.
Okay. So Leon recognizes this. What action does Leon take first?
Go talk to Hades.
Alright.
Asking for advice about how to change oneself.
Hades will... He'll look at you. And he understands the kind of pain that you're feeling. And... Here, come with me. And he takes you through a portal. And you're back in Hades. You go through a door made of bones. You open it up, and you see your mother reading a book. You see Persephone.
This would be my first actual interaction with her that isn't
This is...
in my brain.
Yes.
I look at the door and I am completely hesitant to walk through it.
It is... She has not seen you yet. But Hades says, I have a guest. Someone would like to see you. Let me
It's
rephrase
like one
that.
of
You should see someone.
those. I kind of that little kid shambling in when they're kind of shy about doing something that they've been envisioning since they heard about it.
She kind of chuckles. Please, Leon, I'm not one of his ones that bite. I'm not the dog.
Just nervous about meeting you.
You met me. Hades kind of looks perplexed. You met me just fine.
Yeah. Then I didn't. I thought I was.
She stops you from talking and just hugs you.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, and I just accept the hug. Leon kind of little. Not that he's crying, but he's like shedding a few tears in that moment.
Persephone will say something along the lines of, I hope these are not tears of sadness. I wish for only tears of joy to bloom my
No.
flowers.
Tears of joy, mother.
She's not super, she's not god height. She's kind of normal person height, or normal like human height, and kind of bends down a little bit. Caresses your cheek. What's wrong? I can see
I-
something is bothering you.
I'm not the hero I should be.
How long have you been a hero for?
You broke up at that point. I didn't hear. Oh,
How long have you been a hero for?
not long.
Well, if you haven't been a hero for long, and all you know is stories of what to be, then you have impossible expectations.
I've
Take it from someone who has been in your position. It is a jarring experience to open your eyes to the mist. We need you, but you also need to give yourself some slack, Leon.
I've taken a lot of lives recently. Some not by my own choices, but by my own actions. Some that I could wish I could take back.
Your father will speak up. That is part of strength. It's part of being a hero. You wield massive power. You wield power people dream of. Power many people shouldn't have. And you're gonna miss the mark. You're gonna do something wrong. Your mother will speak up.
It's different.
From the times I apologize, not met you, but checked in on you. Your stories, your comic books and such, your heroes do hurt people. It's bound to happen.
I killed 100 I killed 100 people. All of the stories I've ever read, all of the books that I have, nothing prepares you for the moment you take someone's life. Especially when you weren't meaning to.
Then doesn't that speak volumes? That you're able to understand that? You didn't mean to do it, and you feel remorse and wish you didn't do it. You can't do much in the present moment.
I want to be better.
I think I know a way. Your mom will speak up and say, I'm gonna have him. He's gonna change. I'm gonna bring him down one level in the pit, and I'm gonna have him get trained by one of the souls. One of the souls that pick him. They'll be his new mentor of sorts. Give him better powers that he could use. Some that can help his friends. And before you leave your father and you're just with your mother, he'll kneel down and say, if we don't win this fight, it's going to be more than 100 people. I hate to say the needs of the many versus the needs of the few. But look at who I am. I have to run a horrible place. But it needs to happen. Someone needed to take that job.
I know. I need to be better.
You have also done so much in the same time that you've done what you believe is poor. You've also done so much.
Feels like I've always been a step behind of where I should be. I want to stop being a step behind.
Then let's take the second to realize what's causing you to be a step behind. Sometimes you just need to lace your shoes better. And your mother will take you. None of this is scary. It's a kind of somber the way a graveyard is. But peaceful in the way that you know that they aren't hurting anymore. And you enter this great room with icons, a hall of fame and infamy of great leaders and people who had weapons at their side. These weapons are now infused with their power, along with their soul. We don't do this often, but a soul will find you, and they will train you, as I said. She leaves the room. A couple minutes pass by. About 5-ish minutes pass by. Nothing is directly going towards you. If you want to give me an insight check or a religion check.
Probably insight. 12.
12's not bad. You sense kind of that nothing's going towards you because it sees you as if Persephone or Hades was walking in here.
I
Would-
kind of start pacing.
Okay.
Never mind.
No.
I said I was gonna start pacing, like just. I was kind of like sitting down meditating, but now I'm just kind of just walking around the room and just looking at the weapons that are there.
One of them catches your eye. And it's a kind of platform raised on a stone slab, and above it is a sword dangling on a needle, but backwards, as if you were able to grab it. Instead of the blade pointing downwards, ready to poke down, it is ready for you to grab on the string.
And then I grab the hilt.
You grab the hilt, and give me a wisdom check.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Oh yeah, you do not notice the kind of like illusion on this, and the sword was actually upside down and goes to kind of come down at you, and you're able to dodge out of the way, still being who you were. Nice reflexes. You hear it kind of echo inside of you.
Who are you?
Curious type. I was curious. My name is Damocles. This is my sword.
This.
Are you in need of a weapon?
I'm in need of a change.
You need to be better, right? You wish for a change.
Yes.
I am the best man for the job. By my word, I will make sure that as your weapon, I will strike clearly where strikes need to land.
Leon's a little hesitant, but he grabs the blade again.
As you grab the blade, you are now able to add the Sword of Damocles to your inventory. And Leon physically changes. Would you like to describe the changes Leon has? I will add it to your inventory because I want to make sure I give you the right one.
Okay. Yeah, basically you can just remove the gun blade then.
Yep.
Leon goes from being a normal high school human to a wood elf. Leon changes his complete, like it changes Leon from inside and out. where Leon was a monk fighter. He is now a level 6 warlock.
Oh, Warlock with a sword.
Yeah.
Hexblade
the-
Warlock.
Yeah, I'm a Hexblade warlock.
Oh shit.
The Sword of Damocles is also now in your inventory.
That's pretty sick.
Am I missing it?
It's in your inventory. It's not in your. It's in your equipment.
Oh. Okay.
John, did you get the ability?
I
sent you?
don't know how to actually add it. I just put it in my
Okay.
notes.
That's fine. Yeah, for right now. I'll
Yeah,
try
I
my
don't know.
best to remind you. And before you leave, you can do that. Before you leave, even though I said they don't stack, if you don't use it, it doesn't get used. So it stays until you use it.
Okay.
It won't refresh until
so
the
it's
next
only
day.
the one.
Yes.
That okay. Doesn't stack. Okay,
And
cool.
Willis, your ultimate ability that you also get with this, thematically, this was given to you when Persephone and Poseidon, or when Persephone and Hades were talking to you. You gained the ability Bloodroot. You are able to surge a vine up from Hades, from the underworld, covered in the liquid of the river Styx, that punctures any creature that you can see. They make a dexterity saving throw, deals 2d8 damage, and heals you for that amount.
Okay, you understand that you have given me something very dangerous.
This is a once per day thing, and
That's fine.
no, and these are all things that if I realize that they're too OP, I'm just gonna change them. I'm gonna nerf them. I told you this was gonna be like a video game. They're gonna get nerfed.
The patches are
if
gonna
you
come out.
if you want to talk about OP, look at the fucking sword.
I don't see it.
Ah, damn it! It's
Like-
in your inventory. The Sword of Damocles.
I'm in my inventory. I'm managing my inventory, and I don't.
Why are you clicking Manage Inventory? Just scroll down.
You have to refresh your page.
Yeah, refresh
Ah.
it because I was on there while you were on your character. Yeah.
Okay, because that's why I was like, I really don't see it.
Yeah, Leon, the elf-like features for Leon, in this campaign setting, it's more of him not becoming. He's becoming like you saw Chiron almost in the River Styx. Not skeletal, but growing longer, growing. He lost weight in terms of kind of tight muscle more so.
Is he now the tallest person in the party?
I believe so. If anything, not Nox. You like the sword, don't you?
Holy shit, Zach!
There's a reason you don't know what happens on the different things though.
Yeah, I get that, but still.
I will read that out for the party. His new weapon, the Sword of Damocles. It is a +2 weapon. Any nobility hit by this sword falls under Damocles' curse. You gain a bonus to the damage roll against the cursed target. This bonus equals double your proficiency bonus. Any attack roll made against the cursed target is a critical hit on a 19 or 20. Any attack that is a 1 or 2 is now counted as a critical miss. On a critical strike, roll a d100, and I will explain what happens when that happens. And on a critical miss, roll 4d10 and arrange them in any order you choose.
Interesting.
A hunter and Mason know how bad that's gonna be.
That was my chart I gave to him and he gave to you. I know what that is. That's horrible. It's horrible. That's awesome.
If a cursed creature dies, you regain the number of hit points equal to your warlock level, plus your charisma modifier and your
proficiency bonus.
Thank you. I couldn't say the word.
So
That-
much saturation.
Yeah, you just get like on top
But
of
you
me
only
being.
you only have one attack right now, right?
I know he has two.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think
I only
they
have
don't
one
get a
attack.
second one. I think they get it at 7.
Still, that's gonna be a heavy hit.
Yeah.
When he gets to 2 attacks, I'll see how it is there, and then because that also gives twice the oh, that's only cursed stuff. I'm gonna change. You have Hexblade Curse, right?
Mhm.
If you have the spell Hexblade Curse, it
Yes.
Hexblade Curse automatically now changes to that. That is the
Okay.
only thing that changes. So now that is the problem with Damocles is he will give you luck, but he will also curse you.
Yeah.
But I also didn't want to give a full cursed weapon.
Thank you for not giving me a full.
There were
cursed
some
weapon.
there were some fucked ones on D&D Beyond.
I bet there were.
Like it was like, if you miss, they instantly die. I was like, that's cool. I like that one. All right. Do you do anything else particular over the course of the month?
I settle into my new body and my new powers because they are different than what I'm used to. That is both Leon and Willis is saying that because I've never played a spellcaster before.
This is the same way where you're a
Whoa,
half
whoa.
caster, kind of like a paladin. You're gonna get to
Yeah.
the point where it's just melee. But warlocks do not have good spell slots. Yeah, blast.
No, they
that's
don't.
it.
But I have Eldritch Blast, and that's good.
That's all you need.
Yes.
I am gonna choose the order for this because we should probably get to one other thing that happened in the last episode, Augustus, and who he is. But we'll do that last because that's gonna eat up a little bit. So Jaeger, over the course of the month, what do you do?
So, Jaeger went from basically being I've never really been hit to really just getting almost killed immediately. And it kind of brings to term a lot of his power is derived from things dying or being near dead, with the spores now getting the ability to reincarnate freshly dead bodies nearby, some healing stuff. He feels like that line is something he needs to kind of focus on. So without having someone there to guide him, he kind of watches as Bob and Leon kind of like spend time with their families. He kind of doesn't have anyone to be with, so he takes to a section that he makes.
You've
his
never
garden.
tried to reach out. You know that Pan's gone, but you've never really reached out.
That's where it's kind of going towards.
Mhm.
Was he's going to take a section of his garden, grow some mushrooms, some plants and stuff there, and just spend time like being dead in his garden.
Mhm.
Oddly enough, if people pass by you, it looks like he's dead because he's doing feign death on himself and just trying to connect to the power that he is. And at a certain point,
You get like
remembers-
2 people every like 20 minutes that think you're dead.
yeah, about. But after a while, he actually remembers because he forgot. He had a letter given to him, and Zach, I think I sent that to you. A
Mhm.
whole list of words a while ago. I talked about it. He was going to see if he could get that sent out.
It gets sent out.
With that, I don't know if it's everyone in the groups or is it just my Rockstone that gets the upgrade.
Rockstone.
The little teleporting rock.
Everyone's
Yeah.
gets an upgrade.
The tablet.
A minor upgrade. You can't go. One big taboo rule is you cannot go back home. But anywhere kind of mundane, like a forest, anywhere kind of not populated, is a good area. Or lightly populated.
Jaeger kind of just goes out. You guys don't know really where it goes to, but if you ever look through it, it really looks like a forest like that. He's collecting stuff, communing with nature, and kind of just trying to look, because he turned into Bigfoot at one point. He's like trying to figure that. So he's doing like some experimental things out there in the woods. That's where he's training with his shape-shifting powers, trying to hone that in, realizing he's underutilized it a bit. So he really just tries to connect, see if he has any sort of connection that's how panded to nature, and what his is in his own way. Trying to figure out what he's supposed to be.
I will ask you for a D100 roll. I will let you know it.
That is going to be an 84.
That beats a 70. A very high connection that you learn over the first week. It's hypothetical that you can reach out for something. Towards the end of the month, you're starting to get a formula down. This should work. You sit down, you start a little ritual in the forest, and you try to speak to your mother, and you speak the words that you wrote on the note. And they leave on the wind. They rustle away and blow. Slowly fading, the volume gets lower and lower. And a blow comes back. It's not familiar. It doesn't approach you as evil. It doesn't approach you as good. This is true nature. You gain the insight that this is the spirit that has taken over your mother's spot as keeper of nature. The person in charge of cycles. Hello.
Jacob just listens in.
A kind of sorrowful voice. I'm sorry I'm not the one you searched for. Even I cannot reach them now. But as their child, it seems that you're reaching for something important. What can I do for you?
I want to know what I'm supposed to do, what my purpose is with nature.
Many people ask that question, child. That is hopefully a question everyone asks themselves. What are they here for? What do they need to do? Their goals. Why? Why do they deserve to be here? I cannot answer that, unfortunately. It is something you must figure out, but you also do not need it to be derivative of your mother. You can do whatever you wish. You have her gifts, but you are not her. You do not need to be her.
Who are you?
I am Natura. I am Mother Earth. I am the base essence of nature. Although your mother, she kept things in line. Got her hands dirty when she needed to, but I am mostly a simple system. My cycles are natural. They are an act of physics. As long as physics don't change, I don't have many issues running the cycles. The only one that is having an issue is the cycle of life. Abominations rising out of everywhere. People dying of abnormality, not being able to be sent to their right place of rest. Many people are unfortunately caught in a war that is not their own right now. And their souls are stuck in not even purgatory. Their matter is not able to decompose correctly to feed the fungi. For the first time, you learn that this is, of course, affecting. Of course, the abominations affected the circle of life, being resurrected the way they did, but people dying within these anomalies, they will have more corruption in them if they're resurrected. I can do one more thing for you. Take this as my blessing, knowing we will be working together. I will be out for if you ever need a hand with anything. Don't hesitate. Call my name on the wind. And they gift to you the flock of many things. You can now use charges of wild shape on your familiar to call upon a cryptid spirit or summon a beast, CR 1/3 of your character level. They can also use spore abilities.
Nice. One more thing to use my limited of 2 resource.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the other thing. It doubles.
What doubles?
You get 4.
Yeah! Oh, I can do stuff now.
The DM's giving them all power. I wonder what he has in store for them.
Everyone's
Anything
got
else?
such cool power. Mine's like, it's cool.
You get a legendary resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm cursed.
You know what?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
you've
the
changed your
problem.
entire fucking
What
class,
about
Willis.
items?
Yeah.
You have a mother. You have a family.
Yeah.
I have none of that.
I've got to give him scraps,
No,
okay?
dude, that's super fucking cool for you though.
Oh, that's great.
John, when you do it, increase that to a 20-foot range.
Alright.
Is there anything you do over the course of the month?
So, I will say, anyone who kind of goes by the garden knows that it's really disturbed earth. It's not like kindly planted. It's like high soil, low soil, and I've just been like burying stuff in there. It's kind of like hanging out. He really has nothing.
It is
better to
actually
do.
really good.
Jaeger just passes out half the time. But
You know,
if
Medusa,
as a little bit of
a couple
Jaeger's
days.
a sleepy boy.
A couple
not even
days,
like that,
Medusa will
Jaeger's-
check on
Jaeger's
you
a
in the
dead
garden.
kid. Jaeger's a dead
Hey yo.
Would I even know half the time? I'm blinded when this happens. I can still hear though. Half the time. I'm not always doing it in the garden. I'm actually tending to it.
There's one day that she's trying to like be respectful and not make any noise, and she just falls. She doesn't disrupt your ritual or anything. She just falls and makes a noise and thuds.
I'm about a spore.
Fuck. No.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I would.
Or psychic damage.
What the fuck?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
She'll just kind of check on you and just kind of you checked on her afterwards. You had that kind of thing in the garden. It'll be a light conversation.
Jaeger always just like walk around and ask people like, "Oh, hey, how you doing today? What's your favorite flower for no reason, or what's your favorite plant?" But it's nice that someone actually comes over and talks to him for a bit. So he'd always talk to Medusa. Can Medusa roll like a D100 for me.
D100. You will also notice Medusa knows a lot about nature. You get this kind of
All right, yeah,
connection
you
with
don't
her
need to.
that you
You don't need to roll high.
76.
Yeah, I got like a 16, so you didn't need to roll high. So it is nice to have someone talk to him and just kind of like be around, since he always sees everyone else having people. There's a few secrets of Jaeger's Guard that she would be informed of, like hidden secrets. So I could DM that to
She
you.
finds the hidden Jaegers all around the park.
If only. I can't get that stuff here. That stuff's banned.
Yeah, she's gonna find his mini Jaeger.
Yeah. Yeah. The real sword of Damocles will hang over her.
It's sporin time.
No.
Just out of curiosity, so I can actually share it to the group. Would anyone check on the garden or try to like check on him?
I mean, I would definitely go and see like what's
Yeah,
up and
Knoxwood.
grab meals
Yeah.
with you.
You guys definitely
Yeah,
like
you guys-
talk to
Like,
each other
Like,
during
to
this month.
attempt-
Yeah, I'm not just
Yeah.
gonna like fucking abandon you, especially
just
because I
to
do
attempt
know
a
your mom's
perception
dead.
check to catch something.
Sure, I'll roll one.
You
She'll
said a
say something
D100
along the lines of,
perception check.
do you want me to make those
3.
statues, or do you want to leave those as they are?
Yo,
mean,
can
every
I
now
get a
and then,
statue?
A statue of like something else. You might have like a squirrel, something like that. Granted,
Are you just-
speak to the creature?
Are you just turning squirrels to stone?
No, he can cast it on creatures.
Base. Fuck, dude. You and Medusa work at the Percy Jackson like gnome store, and you like summon all these wild shape creatures and turn them into
That's
fucking
bad.
statues. You run a
No,
business.
Jaeger could also just wild shape into an animal, and she could just do that on him.
Yeah.
Can I get a statue?
Yeah. Oh, certainly. So
Hell yeah.
first, if you guys would all like to make a statue, let me know. Jaeger can arrange that for you.
You
Yeah,
get
priest.
your statues made in the poses of your minifigs.
Yeah.
What are the other 2 perception checks?
Alright, 3.
Perception.
Yeah.
I gotta open
14.
someone else's character sheet. I forgot.
14? That'd work. And Mason. Wait, Knox.
What's up?
Your perception check, what was that?
Say 15.
15. So,
Eris gets a
Bob?
16 plus.
yeah, anything over at 14 or higher worked.
Nice.
So, Bob, you would just kind of like notice that sometimes there'd be bones lying around the garden, like spores growing off, like mushrooms growing off them because they're decomposing it. Bone marrow, something like good for plants, simple stuff.
Right.
The rest of you guys, you might have seen them bones kind of moving around. Whether that be like a little bit of like a tumble in the wind, or suddenly there's a pile of bones there that wasn't there before. Something doesn't seem quite right. Like something's moving in there every now and then, but you guys just don't know what.
Yo, why you got bones everywhere?
Fertilizer. The bone marrow.
Leon just after everything Leon's seen so far, Leon doesn't question it, just lets it go.
High five. High claw. Yeah.
Eris kind of looks. Okay. Well, glad you're
I
fine.
give her a thumbs up.
To do. Yeah. But anything else? Medusa would definitely like. She would do things along the lines of like she would notice a flower and like call it pretty, and she'd like it. She'd talk about it, and she'd rant about like where it's common, where it's uncommon, very anti-invasive species and such.
Jaeger is more of like the animalistic side of nature than plant side. He does appreciate both, but if she were to mention like, oh, this plant's like native here and here, I'm like, oh, it's also like a plant of this. It's poisonous to this animal, and this animal loves to eat it.
Yeah, you guys just
Like the
bounce
other
back
half.
and forth about that.
Would Bob ever notice them having any of these conversations ever? You think?
Yes, I'll say Medusa. Medusa definitely gives off the same vibe that like your what's horticulture teacher did, where like they're just a chill adult.
The hot one from
compared to-
Hogwarts?
No, compared to all these like really fucking weird adults. And you're starting to see her as she takes care of the garden, she checks in on you, and she kind of becomes this pseudo mother figure.
I sent you the thing that she would know of.
Want to, talk to Jaeger? Yo, dude. I think Medusa's into you, bro.
Oblivious. You're like, no, we're just animals and plants.
Dude.
Kind of a snake.
Yo. And?
Where's this happening?
Probably where he'd find me in the.
Yeah, wherever I'd find him.
So in the garden, this is happening in the garden. So there's like a 90% chance Medusa's there. Okay.
I mean, not always.
Yo,
Medusa's
telling
not
me?
there. Eris walks up during this conversation.
You tell me you don't want the snake pussy, dude?
Snusy.
The Medusa?
Jaeger's walking up. Jaeger's just oblivious.
Jaeger notices it. Eris
No,
is just
Jaeger notices, but Jaeger doesn't. Like he's saying, "Oh, she's into you." I'm like, Jaeger's like, "No,
Dude, come on.
we're just friends, just talking." She's.
I don't know. You seem a little more chummy than just friends. I mean,
oh,
I don't
does
know
Jaeger have a
about you, man.
crush?
I think he's got a thing for Medusa.
I'm not like shaming you. I'm just like, she's exponential your age, right?
Are you saying he can't be into MILFs? Maybe she's just a fucking cougar, bro.
Jaeger getting like extremely awkward in this conversation would turn.
I hang my arm around his neck, pat him on the
I
chest.
turn into
Bro,
a snake
bro.
and I try to go away.
I grab the snake with my claws.
I was just trying to get away from it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like visually, like red face Jaeger just doesn't like this conversation.
You during this, I'll describe the changes that Eris went over. She is a new subclass that I found called Astral Child.
What?
She's kind of absorbed. She's kind of like this translucent image of a shadow almost, inflicted with like starlight. Her travel through the plains and dying and all the issues with the abominations made her lose her actual material form. This also changed her as a person, and her character change will more so happen later.
Interesting.
But she keeps up with all of you and is not at all leading the group, but is taking precautions, making sure everyone's okay, making sure everyone's eating, making sure everyone's training, keeping their armor tightened, clean, and such.
Every morning, Bob goes to the kitchen, looks at the guys that gave him the 2 eggs initially. You know what I'm here for.
I wish I could have been an adventurer. Because
Let me guess, you took an arrow to the knee.
doing this every day is worse than dying to whatever they all died to out there. This is.
So
I used to work at a coffee shop, and it was like this every day. Motherfuckers like you would walk in asking for eggs. Go to the store, they're cheaper. Do you just want
What
eggs to keep
store?
with you? Do you just want eggs to keep with you?
No, man. I kind of like this whole back and
So
forth
you-
thing we got going on.
I don't.
Come on, bro.
I'm not your bro.
Eggs, please.
in the times that they're in the kitchen, Jaeger spouts out some more facts he found out.
I got a nat one. That kid has a stroke.
Strokes up. Bro. Leaps over the counter. Wake up! Wake up!
No,
Wake up.
let me die! Let me die!
Jaeger just shows them. Did you guys know truffles are actually types of mushrooms? As he gets out like a large bag and dumps out like 7 black truffles and 8 white truffles.
Holy shit, if we had an
I'll
economy,
try
this
one
would
of
be
each.
good.
That was a raw truffle.
You're supposed to cook them?
Give me a constitution check at disadvantage. Jaeger, give me a nature check.
Okay, actually, the fun thing, did you want to grab a white truffle or a black truffle?
I grabbed them both at the same time
Make
and
it a
ate both
fair-
of them.
Make a fair check, because
Okay.
nature stuff I can down on this really quick. You want me to do nature check?
Yeah, you do a
And
nature
that's
check.
like it's a con save.
That's gonna
Con
be
save,
13.
disadvantage. You're gonna make 2 con saves
Oh,
at disadvantage.
Okay, to a disadvantage. All right.
What did you
So
get?
the first one is a 17, and then a 17 for the first one. So 2 12s, and then that's a unnat 20 and a natural 20. So unnat 20 or 17 for the first truffle, and an unnat 20 for the second one.
You eat the black truffle and nothing happens. You eat the white truffle right afterwards.
I did them at the same time.
You did them at the same time.
Well,
Okay.
like, no.
The same exact time. I took one in each hand.
Okay.
These are big. They're like small base.
I got a big beak, bro.
True. Did you grab a
It was-
spore book?
A spore book.
I was supposed to say, because if he has the same field guide I do, that'd be so.
I don't.
Let me see your field guide.
It's just the roll and play.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you yours if you show me mine. Wait. Wait. I'll show you mine if you show me
I
yours.
got an actual shroom guide right here.
You and your frickin' shrooms.
The benefit of working at a park.
No.
So while he's
This
looking at
doesn't
that-
affect you for the mission you'll go on. You start spitting acid out of your beak. And the acid starts, it doesn't affect your like your inner body, but it starts corroding at like the floor beneath you.
Oh. What's in those truffles?
He lists out 2 chemicals that you don't know, and he says that the white ones uncooked are actually pretty poisonous.
Eggs. I need eggs.
You're on the
Salmonella.
floor with the other guy, like in fetal position, and he just looks at you. You grab him, and it's like for you this soldier moment of like, we're gonna make it through this. He's like, fucking kill me.
Mud brother. Just give me the damn eggs.
I don't want to be related to you. Oh, actually, no. I wish I was like your siblings.
How would he know about my siblings? They were erased. From
This
existence
guy somehow
and
knows about it. This guy's he just says it. This prophetic motherfucker.
I look at him wide-eyed. How do you know?
I know
I
everything.
grab him by the collar. What do you know?
I know
He
all,
says-
and then he vanishes. He dies.
Bro's like, let me make myself clear.
He
Disappears.
yeah. He disappears. Canonically, fuck you. Yeah, it happens.
What about the other guy that also gave me eggs? There were 2 of them, remember?
He's sitting here. He's
Well,
like,
give me eggs.
he looks there and he looks at you and he's like, I didn't get these powers. Did you get these powers?
They get these fucking.
No, he's not looking at you. He's looking at Jaeger, the other child, Pan.
Oh yeah. Jaeger explains like this is kind of a combination of just general stuff and my expertise of being a sports scientist. Because he shows like he gets a seed that he has just on him because he's got seeds on him. Gets a clump of dirt. He says you put the seed in there, use your
What?
fluid craft on there, and he can push it back.
The guy that's left grabs 2 eggs, just
And then
defeated,
you sift
and just
through,
hands them to you.
and you gotta get on there.
I barf on his hands and then take the eggs.
I think tonight's the night that I don't want to be here anymore.
I look up. Crack.
There's acid on the eggs.
Yep.
Yeah. And lastly,
That is it.
Thanks,
Um,
man.
Augustus and Nox. What did they get up to over
Augustus
the last
Gloop.
month?
Well, August probably had Nox on autopilot, going around the camp, being his eyes and ears while he was tinkering, making new inventions in his little undisclosed location to make
mhm.
sure he can't get snuck up on and
Again.
yoinked again. Yeah.
One thing that you do tinker with Nox is called the Artisan Bomb. You shoot a beam of light out of your chest that causes an impact in a 15-foot cylinder. All creatures within the cylinder must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 5d4 damage and be knocked prone. Take half as much on a success and do not get knocked prone. If a creature hit by this attack is made of metal, they take double damage.
Oh shit! I turned to Ted Kaczynski. Let's go. Oh, could you also DM me that when you get the chance?
Yes. It will take a while because I can't do it on Discord. Oh wait, I can DM it.
No, that's fine.
Steams. Other than tinkering, do you go out looking for information? Do you train on anything specific? Do you seek anyone out?
Using Nox, he's probably gonna go. He himself probably won't leave his area, but he's going to use Nox to go talk to Hephaestus and check up on his friends and Eris.
Do you want that to involve talking about who Augustus is?
Sure.
Yeah, can we learn about this fucking guy?
Now's a perfect
We
time.
did leave off on who is he.
This takes place right after. This is a bit abstract, but yeah. You guys get back from the labors. Eris is with you. This is before all these changes. And yeah, there's this new guy with you guys.
Hey, you were you were the guy. You were the guy. Who are you?
Yeager looks at his arm. Just-
Well, he speaks with a similar cadence to Nox, but kind of different. Well, I wasn't hoping this is how it would happen. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Nox.
Yeager puts his hand up.
But he's Nox.
I shake Yeager's hand, I know. And he reaches in his pouch and he pulls out the portobello mushroom you gave Nox on the first day.
He looks at like the robot and you, and kind of like does like that.
I control Nox remotely. Sometimes I put him on autopilot when I'm busy.
Well, so you're like super smart, mechanically inclined.
He looks down at his robot arm and like something like that.
The
Now,
stream
forgive me.
will see a flashback because the stream got introduced to Nox on the first episode. We never got introduced to Augustus. We go back to the day everything happened, where Nox was in the convenience store or the auto parts store getting new parts. Augustus was tinkering. Not in a workshop though, in a orphanage. Augustus is your age. Augustus is the same age of all of you. knowing that, that shows that Augustus has been here for a while. It's hard for an adult or a teenager to get adopted. People want babies. But Augustus was never one to get put down by things like that. He helped out the orphanage. You had one kind of guardian there that you were really close to, and a close friend that helped you with a lot of your tinkering. And you were going to get a ride to college. You had everything set up. A couple months before Atlantis happened, you remember tinkering with this chemical that you were going to use as a drive for Riot. This caused Riot to go berserk and break one of your arms and legs and puncture one of your lungs. This has made it so that it is very hard for you to actively go out as a person. This had a lot of effect on you, especially as someone who wanted to be chosen. And it never came. Why would they? You built your own prosthetics. You used that as a pitch. Parents don't want a pitch. They don't want a product. They want a kid. That's what you tried to build Nox for. A bigger brother. And one day, he's at the convenience store. He's at the auto parts store. I don't know why I keep saying convenience. He's at the auto parts store. And his feed goes black. A couple minutes go by. Knock comes at your door. You're tinkering. Hello? Augustus. Not a
I
voice you
tilt my
recognize.
head.
Augustus?
I'm going to slowly walk towards the door and peep through the peephole.
You see the face that we recognize as Hephaestus. In the mist, he's shorter. Got that kind of blue-collar worker look to him. Construction worker. A beard, plaid shirt. He's got a visitor pass on.
Ooh. What did you do with Nox?
Very insightful. Nothing bad's happened to him. It's ironic for me to find you in a place like this, an orphanage. My name's Hephaestus, and I'm your father.
I cracked the door open a little bit.
Oh, this is after you would open the door.
Oh, after okay.
Like, this is when you would like fully see him. Like,
Gotcha, okay.
I am Hephaestus, I'm your father. That probably
yes.
sets in before any of like the mythological stuff does. Weird importance of you finding your father before you know who he is, and you eventually learn, and we catch up to where we are now.
Mhm.
And you all are meeting Augustus. Bob, I believe you were about to ask Augustus a question.
What happened to your arm?
Bob.
What?
You,
It's a reasonable question.
you have no filter.
It's a fair question.
You're,
Yeah, that's
I
What?
understand
Thank
fully
you,
how the
Jaeger.
dragon died.
I want to know.
like after everything that Bob and Leon have done, Leon looked at Bob. Some things you don't ask. And I go up to him and I nudge him for that. Like, come on, dude.
Augustus can tell us when he's ready. That's his choice. You don't know what happened. And Augustus, this is the moment that you flash back and have that imagery of Riot ripping you to shreds.
All right, I'm sorry. You don't have to tell us if you don't wanna. We can We can get there. That's my
was-
bad.
It was the robot we just fought.
You don't have to tell
Oh.
us if you don't want to.
It's alright. Time has passed.
Hey, well, good thing we got rid of that sucker, right?
He's not gone.
What do you mean he's not
Oh.
gone?
As we left, something came for him.
Just
The
as
thing
much
that turned
as
him into that.
I was gone.
Yeah.
That thing was just taken into custody to be fixed.
Leon does one of those.
I
He'll
wouldn't think it
probably
would
be
so easy.
back.
Well, if you made him, why is he trying to kill you?
He went rogue on a mission once. And I lost him. Searched far and wide, but I was never able to locate right. Thought he'd been destroyed.
Well,
Something torn to shreds, but apparently not.
well, we'll make sure that he is destroyed, man. You know, we got your back.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're
Yeah,
one of
man.
us.
Eris,
I reach out my claw.
Eris will speak up and say, well, for him to be taken and used by... And you see her mouth move. And the word doesn't come out. For him to be taken by... He's got to be useful. He's going to keep getting improvements, new upgrades, just like we all are.
As I'm shaking Bob's claw, I say, by who?
By...
Are you just not saying anything?
No, the man who killed me. His name's... Are you not hearing his name? And she grabs
we don't
a
hear it.
pen,
There's nothing.
and
It's as if your
she,
voice cuts out.
as she writes his name on paper, before you can perceive the letters on it, they just vanish.
Eris, stop telling us what his name is.
That's
No, he doesn't have a name. He got rid of it.
What if you spelt it?
That's what I...
She just
I
tried to
can't
do
lie.
that.
one letter at a time.
She starts to speak with intention, and she grabs her head. Her hand passes through. She's still not used to this yet. Her hand passes through her head, and she falls to the floor.
I go to catch her right as she falls.
Something... She starts doing calculations in her head. How much have you guys learned while I was gone?
That's a
Well,
wonderful question.
You go over everything to her.
Yeah.
She's doing in her mind. She's writing imaginary, but she herself is seeing like stars form like a chalkboard in front of her. He knows that you guys know as much as you do. I need to make that clear. It will be very hard for us to ever be one step ahead of him. It will be hard for us to ever be caught up to him. He did something as powerful and as desperate as to erase his name. This is going to make him harder to physically damage. In many cultures, a name means everything. It is who you are. It describes you in as simple words as possible.
it's got to be somewhere, right?
Great.
But you know his name.
In some story. I mean, you know it. You just
But if I can't
something's not letting you.
I know it, but I can't speak it. Therefore, it's not truly real to this world.
I mean, is there a source of his name? Maybe he didn't fully destroy it, or
Possibly, there has to be some sort of.
You were able to learn it.
I learned it beforehand. I knew a little bit.
there's got to be some way for us to find that out. Like, there can't fully be gone, right? Right, guys? You can't fully destroy your own name from existence.
Is he a god or a titan?
He does have power we don't know.
He's trying to be close. I don't know exactly what his plan is, but it involves less of what we have now and more of what he wants. I don't know exactly what that is. The type of ascension that he would reach if he became a god. I know we're already dealing with catastrophic events, but it is world-ending to abruptly and aggressively create and be a new pantheon of yourself.
Do you know if he's like in contact with BK? Yeah.
Burger King?
BK. Burger
God.
King.
He gained his power from the Blue King, but the issue is, from what I know, it's
Keep it down saying that the others don't like that very much.
Yeah, Zeus told us he would kill us if he ever heard.
No, that was Poseidon. Poseidon said he was gonna fucking kill us.
Oh yeah,
Zeus just
said
got
he would
mad.
Zeus told us that we would lose.
So one of them said they'd kill us, the other said we'd lose allegiance, and basically, hush hush.
well, with what you
Yes.
said so far. It's a hard fight. We're in between a lot of things attacking us. There is no good point we can be on. He is not. He gets power from BK. The same way they do, though. It's about the same amount. But it's fresher.
But is he in any sort of like actual contact with him?
I don't know. That I don't know. What I do know is I will not make the same mistake that I made before.
Don't leave us again, please.
Yeah, that kind of broke us, Eris. That wasn't
She kind of.
we all rushed to
gestures.
save you.
It broke me too. I was gullible, and now I understand what we're up against. I'm sorry to say, but you can't tell me, Jaeger, you would have done the same thing if you heard your mother's voice. When she was gone,
Kinda nodded.
you were told to go somewhere, Bob. If Athena told you to go somewhere, you would have went. He has the power to trick so well. It's not a hallucination, it's reality when he does it. Don't realize it's a lie until you're dead. But I promise to all of you that not only will I be more careful, but as you all said you would guard over me, I will guard over you. You are my friends, you are my teammates, you are my family now. I promise I will do my best to keep you out of harm's way. I vow. This is my promise. my oath to you. I love you all. As resplendent light takes over her, as her class changes to another new subclass. If anyone wants to see it, one of my favorite DMs, Mark Humes, made a subclass called Oath of Love Paladin on his Patreon. Go check it out. And that is her subclass. She holds a spear and a just regular shield. The spear's definitely kind of got some magic in it. And her ultimate ability is once per day. She has a chance to allow one of you to gain an extra attack.
Good. Oh, Bob's gonna hold out his hand. Well, it's glad to, finally have you back.
I know we're gonna go. I know we're about to go on another mission after we're done training. I'm ready to show
Leon
you
gives
guys
her a-
what's different than running.
Leon just goes up and gives her like a giant hug. One of those.
And we touch her. That was part of what I was testing.
It's kind of like you don't feel any physical presence, but you feel that feeling of being close to someone's heart.
Like it's
You
like
feel
Joy
her warmth.
in Blade Runner.
Yeah, you feel her warmth. I don't know if this has changed since I've been gone, also. We need to communicate. We need to communicate well. If there's something we're scared of, we talk to each other about it as a team. I have the ability for us to communicate telepathically. I'll be able to readjust it later. But for our missions, I'll be able to have that.
Well,
That way we can be
Yeah,
safer.
cool.
And before we make any rash decisions, we can talk
Why-
about them.
What did I do?
I look over at them.
So
I
I
can't-
think about about
Stack
what
with the
I
top.
physically remember or about what I've been told, because I remember, well, you tried to kill the pseudo dragon that was spying on me. Leon,
we tried. We definitely did kill it.
yeah, you're not helping your case at all.
You were scared of it, okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry. So was I.
I thought I was helping you. We both
We
thought
made
we
a
were
mis-
helping you.
We made a mistake when we did that.
Yes.
We recognized it was a mistake.
And the child of Athena, although you are wise, you are simple, unfortunately.
You didn't have to bring my mom into this, man.
Go for real right now.
She just says, at least you have one.
August
it's-
smiles.
Oh, wait. She starts that and she goes, oh, wait, yeah, one.
So
The day kind
the
of ends with a nice laughter. The teleportation or telepathy. That is, if you guys need to talk about something in camp, she has a way to allow it to be private, absolutely, as much as she can control.
I don't initially let any telepathy work against me.
Well, you guys haven't tried anything yet, but
Well, I also have the ring that blocks it innately from me.
I will allow you to turn that on and off.
Okay. Because the ring, I mean, I can choose to let some telepathy work against me. I just have to know that
Yes.
it's coming in because it's automatically always like the feature is
You're able
automatically
to
always
set
on.
it like a kind of whitelist,
Like a
blacklist thing.
Party chat.
Yeah. So
I wanted to just say it'd be funny. Like she's pointing, like you did this, you did this, you did this. Points at me, like skips me,
I
go to
haven't
Bob.
done a lot.
I haven't done anything either.
You didn't do. You're
He's new.
Yeah, you get a little bit of like.
Oh yeah,
slack 'cause you-
Augustus. This is Eric. Eris, this is Augustus.
I've technically met you?
He said his name was Nox.
No, you said he
Yes.
controls Nox, but we haven't actually met the controller. So yeah,
Every
this is like a
interaction,
formal introduction.
every interaction you've had with Nox, I was there for, and was probably voicing him for.
Well, it's nice to meet the man behind the mask.
Likewise.
I got a mask on?
This all happens over the course of a month. You have your talk with Ares.
I see. Okay. That's what I say. Can I see Ares now?
I want to give you your mission briefing.
Oh, that's true.
How long are we gonna continue be going?
Can I go till 11:15?
You can go until 11.
Okay. I should be able to do everything.
Okay.
Which is good
I
because
mean-
that leaves the whole mission for next session.
Yeah.
You make your way to Ares.
Knock, 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 knock.
No one answers the door.
Check if it's open.
It's open.
I go in.
Go in. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
God damn it. A dex saving throw. I get advantage on those, right? Or no, that's the only one I'm raging. Fun. It's a 14.
You sense Ares is a little disappointed because he expected you to duck out of the way and catch it. And you don't. And he was like, ah, fuck. Ah, what's going on, kiddo?
Ah. Hey, Ares. Uncle? Uncle!
You can just call me Ares.
Uncle Ares, you got it.
You're a
I was wondering if you could help me with some training. You know, I know you're the god of war. Yeah, I got this big hammer. I almost beat Vinicius in an arm wrestling competition. You know,
Yeah, he was talking about it the other day.
he's talking about me.
Yeah, he was talking about some sort of rematch on a better playing field.
Oh, I don't have to make that happen. You let him know that, you know, I'll take him on any time and place. But
Oh, he said he's
That's-
getting the entire camp involved.
yeah, are they making bets? Do you know who's got the good odds? Be honest with me, Uncle.
Well, oh, you're a shoo-in. You're gonna win.
Yes.
What's your
That's what
passive
I'm
insight?
talking about. Passive insight. 14.
Oh yeah, you're gonna win.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're gonna wipe the with this new training that I'm gonna teach you. You're gonna wipe the floor with it.
All right. Well, let's get your training. What's the regiment?
Well, your mother's gonna be better at training you for combat. Being the god of war, I'm hatred, rage. Some of you're actually pretty in tune with.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. There's definitely times where my emotion kind of gets the better of me, and I can't take it, and I just see red, and I start hitting.
Go ahead, roll me roll me a d20.
Add anything?
You're not adding it.
Okay, 18.
Very good. Through this training with Ares, I'm gonna give you which one?
I like this music choice.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I thought it was fitting.
It's very nice.
Oh, I'm on the wrong character. That's why. D&D. All right. Bobbert. I was wondering why you had such a high fucking history.
I have a history?
No, you didn't.
How do I have a?
It was Eris that did. Oh, you need to change your fucking
Yeah.
intelligence back.
I forgot about that. I don't think I've rolled anything using that, but yeah, I forgot about that too.
You what you do gain is a +1 to insight and investigation.
Okay.
That is a permanent thing with your character. It is more of a insight, investigation, and how's your survival? And survival. More of a connection to your body. You gain a connection to your rage and your emotions a little bit better. With this training.
You said insight and investigation?
Insight, investigation, and survival.
And survival. Okay. Sick.
Coming from my job.
Thank you, Hunk.
No. Do not. No. No, we're not. No. Get out. This was nice. Get out.
Come on. You said it was nice. Come on. Come on.
Dexterity saving throw disadvantage.
God damn it.
All right, fine.
Oh shit. It's a 9.
Okay. As long as it's not a 1, you take like a little damage. You're not.
I walk it off. I get out the door. Oh, God, that hurt.
I mean, are you trying to hide this from Ares? That you're hurt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a performance check or a deception check.
Oh shit.
Fucking idiot.
Same score. That's an 18. 19 on the die, baby.
Yeah. He's like, all right, kid's badass. All right, yeah. Like a sword.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. I'm sure I'll be seeing you.
See you at that arm wrestling fight.
I'm gonna win. Like you said, I'm a shoo-in.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Thanks for the talk. Close the door. Oh.
Fucking Jesus. All right. The month passes by. You all have gone through your changes. And Prometheus will gather you all. Oh, heroes. I see you've all trained over the last month. I've been finding anomalies, finding ones that are giving the ability for us to jump in and fix them. Some of them are still very unstable, and we aren't able to help the people inside of them yet. I have learned something very important. The one that you all chose. I've learned that people inside of it, people inside the mist, choose what they see. When they see these hallucinations, they will see it as whatever their mind wishes to be the easiest thing for them to deal with in that scenario. For some people, it's easier for them to see a demon or a devil that they believe in than something that they was told was fake. As weird as that might be, this town that you're going to is a very religious town, and they're very torn up with what is happening. You see what was once a very kind of semi-urban, semi-rural town, kind of in the mix of both of them, in the middle of nowhere. The main focal point is the town's church, where most of the money and most of the profits have gone. Some of the houses are not doing worse for wear, but could use some upkeep. Residents just don't have the money for it. And you see one day, the mist disappears and a man walks up to something blurry outside of your vision. You all, seeing through the mist and seeing reality, see the man instantly coil, crumble to the ground as you see power insert itself into him, and his veins grow gold and glow. And stops there at his forearm. You follow the camera, and it inserts itself as a point of view again, like it did for Medusa, almost. I spent time writing these things, so I'm letting out these fucking monologues.
You said like focal point is the church? Sorry.
The focal point is the church of the town. It
Okay.
is the point that almost all of the money has gone to for the town. Roads are very unkept. The roads flood very easily. It's a, like I said, kind of rural town, so it's surrounded by a lot of greenery. You see this man that you're following, and you hear the story. You hear his story over the past couple months. How he believes he doomed his town. There are a myriad of mantras that folklore teaches us. Be careful what you wish for. Not everything is as it seems. Even the best of us have weaknesses. Family is everything. Money can't buy happiness. And our actions have consequences. My story proves that proverb, that without change, history will be doomed to repeat itself. And although my heart may be of gold, I am very hollow and cold as a man.
I know who this is.
I had so much at my disposal. A tangible, infinite wealth at my fingertips after that day. I was able to procure everything. Decadent food, new furniture for the house. Anything the family wanted, I got them. I even helped out the town too. I put funding into removing the potholes and broken traffic lights. I gave money to schools and library for new literature and various upkeeping fees. I wasn't seen as a philanthropist. I didn't give out money as if it was running out of style. No. I barely gave any to individuals or passerby who asked. This blessing, if you wish to see it like that, is something that I used to help my town and family recover from years of neglect, from political funding, and religious corruption. Of course, it doesn't help that we're a low traffic town. Things started going deeply wrong after I decided one night, after too many drinks, that I could cancel my upcoming eye doctor appointment. After my left eye injury I had as a kid grew worse and worse and became infected, I could save the money, I told myself. I went to the bathroom, looked myself in the mirror, opened my eye as wide as I could as if I was putting in a contact. This new power, I touched my fingertip to my eye. Instantly regretted my decision. The gold spread to my nerves and cauterized them. The eye couldn't hold its own weight inside its socket. It fell, and you see this man's eye fall out of its socket and just hang lower inside of his cheek as the veins and such corrode and the infection turns to gold as his skin now kind of sags to one side. Even if I ever wanted to sell my eye, still connected to everything, it would be like removing my other eye. And that one's losing vision now too. I began wearing an eye patch so that no one would know the true horror of what I've done to myself. One day, a young man knocked on my door. His arm was in a sling, adrenaline visibly running through him, going on about not having enough money for surgery, him going to college, living on his own, and whatnot. I, of course, wanted to help him in return for labor or service. He said, "Take my arm." "Are you insane? Turn my arm into gold. It would be a cool story." He went on about it being iconic, about it being cool, not knowing the horrors that I had been through. The young man persisted, and without me even knowing it, in an attempt to shoo him off, I had touched the young man's arm on accident. From his fingernails to his elbow, he turned into what looked exactly like a street performer spray painting himself to make it look like they're made of metal. But instantly he lost his balance, stumbled as the new weight of this arm tore it out of its own socket. I could have stopped myself. I regret that. But what haunts me today is Augustus. Can you make a medicine check for me?
Yes, I can.
At advantage.
It would be 17.
You know very well when you see the next thing that comes in this vision. You see the same Ivy Bags medicine that you miraculously cured from as a kid. You had a horrible disease. Nothing would cure it. It wasn't even known.
Yep.
They couldn't give a name to it. You see the exact spread of prescriptions, the IV drip bag at her bed. You see a young girl, no more than 5 or 6. And she coughs. Little blood comes out of her throat. My daughter had been sick. No signs or chance of regression. She'd been fighting for most of her life. And last night, while I was putting her to bed, she told me that she didn't want to fight anymore. She hated the feeling of constantly being weak and felt that she was a burden to the family. And this, of course, broke my heart. I tried, not only as a father, but as another person, to know I didn't want her to make a bad decision. But before I could stop her, she grabbed my arm herself. And now I sit here wondering if I'll even be able to hang myself. And the vision ends.
And this was the eye patch guy.
This is Eye Patch Guy. Prometheus will speak up. The myth of Midas has come back. One of the most terrifying vices of man is greed. Back when this originally happened with Midas, it was only him that was affected. He shows a clip of the town. You see an apocalypse happening. You're barely able to see flashes of gold run across the screen without even being able to make up what they are. You hear screaming, you hear yelling, you hear hitting, you hear gunshots. You see a town in flames, a town ruined by greed.
Yep.
They believe it's a punishment, an angel war brought to them for taking another apple off the tree. They thought that originally the gift was to help them. Through their belief, they thought that they had gotten a gift from God. And now they believe they're being punished. Beings, as a loose term. Golden objects, golden anything. Things that have been turned to gold. I've destroyed the town. And you see your drone's very high up, flying kind of helicopter. You see down an alleyway, like it's blocked off. You see two kids, two kind of teenagers about your age, running away, trying to navigate through alleys and different back ways. As clearer now, you see skeletal remains of bodies covered and laced with gold sinew, and items that have now become animated is a word. They are much like when Medusa petrifies and turns something to a statue, and they're turned to stone. These objects have been turned to gold and then have been given human characteristics. A street lamp that also has arms, and the actual light is a glistening beacon of gold that calls people to it. Regular, just smaller creatures that are ripping other people to shreds and turning their viscera into gold as they're ripping it through them, faster than the gold can corrupt them and turn them. I don't know how to truly save this town, but you need to rid it of this disease. The other choice that you had, the dock town, it can wait. It's not as dire as this. And that is basically the story changing to you guys making the decision, to the story saying, hey, this needs to happen. Eris sees the kids get torn up by these monsters, looks away. She can't look at it. It reminds me too much of the mountain. I can't. You all need to be very careful. You know the myth of Midas. If you get touched, there's not much that can save you. Do not let your greed inhibit you either. This is a place where that vice will turn into something that can very easily change you if you enact on that vice here, much well as acting on specific vices during other specific missions. A myth telling a story of money can't buy happiness, and you go and look for money and try to buy happiness, you will go insane. I trust you all. And you head off. before we end the session, you guys make it, and you teleport next to a building. A little comical chain lock on it, but you hear wrestling on the inside. Back, back, you demons! I won't let you hurt my town. I'm taking it back. You will all perish in God's name. As a man tumbles out in ornate clothing. A man with a normal human man, holding a gospel in one hand, cross in the other. Many Christian things, many theological things on his waist, incense, holy water. None of them were working on these things. And the first thing that strikes you is the thing in his head, a thing protruding out. Solid bone. He's bleeding from it. Back! Be gone! As he tries to cleanse the area. Nox, you notice a holy aura. Very, very faint. Closer to like level 1. Kind of cleric. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes a notice, sees you all. Blessed Father, you've sent angels. You've sent angels. And that's where we end the session. The next session. Although I titled this The Corrupted King. Next session, we will fight the corrupted King Midas. Next session is going to be a little different with combat too. I will definitely say. Next combat, please have like pen and paper ready, because there's some stuff that I need you guys to keep track of throughout the session. And if you don't keep track of it, I'll just choose a random number. So I'd keep track of it. You're muted still. Yeah.
I'll keep track of mine. I'll always be at 2. Just conveniently, you know.
Sure.
I like this. All I could think of at the when he saw us was the Diablo 4 intro. Blessed are God, their eternal light protects me.
This is, so I will say this vibe that you're gonna get is definitely, this is you walking into, Willis, you're gonna get this. This is Leon walking into the town, his first town. This is the vibe you're gonna get.
Did that guy, is he gonna die in front of us?
Oh, I have
Projector
plans for him.
development.
I have plans for him.
Okay.
I've got his HP down. He has a set HP.
Yeah,
He's
it's
canon
one.
event.
No.
Look at Bob. Bob would make it 0.
Yeah,
It looks like he needs help. I'm not gonna kill him straight off the bat.
He has bones sticking out of his head.
Yeah, that means he needs fucking help.
I will share on screen more so. Hero Forge. I can share with you guys. It's gonna kind of fuck up the stream, but wait. Let me wait until I am not gonna be able to show who your guys are gonna be fighting. Yeah, because that would have came up first. Okay. This is what this man looks like.
Fuck was that?
What was him?
His music's playing.
It's on the stream.
This is Bishop Gulliver.
This is what this guy looks like?
This is what this, it is protruding through his head and cracks through his eye.
Holy shit.
Oh, I thought it was just like, we could see part of his freaking skull.
Dude, you didn't tell me he was hot. Shit.
Yo, he kind of looks like that one big guy from Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong.
Is that a
You
plate
got-
mushroom sticking out of your head, or are you just happy to see me?
God damn.
And as I said, it's actually kind of good that we didn't get at least to the we didn't get to the boss fight because I'm still waiting on a stat from someone, stat block. So that was today's session. I guess we can stay by for a chat if anyone wants to stay by, but talk about the session.
It was a good session.
Very good RP session. I like that. You guys like your kind of ults, your superpowers?
Yo.
I like I have more.
What's Augustus's? I don't remember.
I have a bomb. I have a literal.
Oh,
pipe
that's
bomb.
right. Yeah, the
I
bomb.
legitimately thought that your thing would be like, yeah, if Nox is about to die,
Self-destruct.
just
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be too.
No.
make it
Yo.
another.
Bro, Nox is just becoming Genos more and more.
I already had like a few things to use Wild Shape on, so I was like, man, I don't have 2 charges ever until like level 20. So I'm like, oh man, I always have to pick like so carefully. Now I can just
Yeah,
be a
and
little
also
more
because I know
privileged.
you're barely going to be wild shaping, and you're not going to be wild shaping a lot just to gain HP. So
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in that, especially since like Circle of Spores is literally not meant to be doing that to begin.
I definitely, in the talk with Ares, I definitely thought you were going to give me more rage charges instead of the stat increases.
honestly, I almost did. I didn't know how important it would be. If you're hurting more on rage charges, and you would rather have an extra rage charge than those extra ability points, you can take your extra rage charge.
Yeah, I'll think about it before the next session because I don't know. My main thing is I don't know what I'm going to use those other stats for.
Yeah,
But
it's more so like
it-
it's just more like character wise, RP wise. You talk to Ares about like knowing more about yourself and rage. So
Yeah.
those were the kind of points that I was like, yeah, give it to those.
I mean, how many rage charges do you get, and how often do you get them?
I only get them during a long rest, and I only have. No, it's okay that you didn't get me because I have 4 right now.
Oh, you have 4 right now?
4?
Okay.
I have 4 right now.
I think you gained more with this new.
I
with this
gain
last
when I
level.
when I level up and stuff like that, I get more regardless. Yeah, I do. I think I get them. I think I have like a max of 6 or something.
God, that's a lot. Don't they? They also last longer. I'm pretty sure too. Each time, like at a certain point, you get abilities to make them last longer.
I think
Like
so.
endless rage, and they get that. Eventually.
Yeah. Oh shit. So, apparently, like from 17 plus, I get 6 charges, but it says at 20th I get unlimited. I don't
Yeah.
think that's true, unless it is.
Unless you,
No, level
you're at
20
level-
usually you get like.
Oh
to
no, yeah,
that
at level
point.
20 you get unlimited rage charges. I have 4 up until 11th or 12th level. Once I hit 12th, I get 5. And then once I hit 17th, 18th, and 19th, I have 6. And then 20th, I get unlimited rages. I didn't know that.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon and
Fuck
no
you.
games?
rage?
No
Or
rage,
games.
unlimited
Unlimited
hammers,
shit.
no rage, or unlimited rage, no rage.
Unlimited
you-
hammers, no rage, 100%.
Unlimited games is definitely unlimited rage.
I feel like for Bob, it's would you rather have unlimited eggs and no rage,
And no rage
or eggs, unlimited or rage, unlimited rage, but no rage.
Yeah, I actually, honestly, I kind of want that as like a mug.
Dude. Would you rather have unlimited eggs but no rage, or rage
Unlimited
you
rage,
have-
but no race?
Like it's
Would
on
you-
one side, it's unlimited rage, no eggs. The other side is unlimited eggs. Or
No eggs.
Unlimited eggs, no eggs. And then the icon in the middle
Wait,
is the
so
guy
Bob's
having
not
the
getting
stroke.
any eggs? He's getting no eggs?
Yeah.
Would
no,
you rather? Would you
it's-
rather have? Sorry, you go first. You go
It's
first.
the guy on the it's the guy in the photo. It's the guy having a stroke on the bottom.
Just holding 2 eggs, just strokes out.
No eggs.
This one's for Jaeger. Would you rather have unlimited gardens but no mushrooms, or mushrooms, unlimited mushrooms but no mushrooms?
No mushrooms.
Unlimited spores. No spores.
Yeah, spores, unlimited spores, but no spores.
Oh my god.
Such a
Astral
good
child.
bit.
I was an astral child once. They locked me in a different plane filled with other astral children.
And actual
Astral
children make me
astral
crazy.
children.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, now I gotta prepare for my arm wrestle with Dionysus, however the fuck you say it.
Bro,
That's-
you're getting smoked.
Oh,
No,
Not gonna lie, you're getting smoked.
nah. I was beat him
Ares,
the first
Ares was trying to
time.
hype you up. Ares was trying to hype you up. You're getting smoked.
no, Ares,
Dude.
the camera
Dude,
saw
no.
Ares just be like, dude, do you have no idea how much to the lab Dionysus is going right now?
Yeah, but
This
don't
motherfucker
know
got
if you
beat
were-
by a 12-year-old at like street basketball and started training for the NBA.
see, because I don't know if you were there, Mason, but because it was right after a session, and we were like stocking up on our like potions and shit like that. I arm wrestled. We both rolled nat ones.
It was like a
It's so-
5-hour like arm wrestle.
Yeah.
That's how he got the potion from last time.
Yeah,
Which I'm
the
surprised you
the
used.
potion that
I'm
made me super
surprised you used
smart.
that early.
My potion?
No,
you
for
got a
winning
random
the yeah, for winning
Oh,
the
the random
the arm
potion.
wrestle, the one that made me super smart, which was not that helpful like at all.
What it was gonna do, honestly, is the longer it sat, he would do a thing where he would try to change it to a different potion. Like, you know how you remember the episode of Drake and Josh where he keeps trading out the goldfish for a bigger goldfish? He would
Yeah.
do that, but he would keep making it a progressively more fucked up potion until you drink
So
it.
that,
You
So
turn
I'm glad that I
into a
didn't
goat
really-
that spits fireballs.
you know, it's funny that you say that because in my in-person campaign, my buddy got polymorphed into a fucking goat mid-battle.
Goat house.
Bro's
Goat
the
house.
goat. Bro's the goat.
Dude, it was so funny. But no, that was a good session.
Oh,
I
I've
enjoyed
got a-
that.
I kind of got a merch idea.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to make a knockoff Camp Half-Blood shirt. But it's Atlantis, and it's like a kind of like aquamarine, like kind of eroded like blue, like a really like
Mhm.
light, gray blue.
Can't fuck blood.
It would be like the Atlantis Project or something.
That could be cool.
Archie télous.
Yeah, dude. When are we getting our télous shirts?
Honestly, if you get rid of the E and you take the first letters, it spells AOT, and we have someone on our team named Jaeger.
Sonoa, Eren, Jäger.
Yeah, something tells me Hunter's character is going to commit mass genocide by the end of the campaign.
And feel no
Dude,
remorse.
art imitates life.
He's gonna turn everyone into spores. It's like
It's
the
all
Midas
fun-
touch, but worse.
It's all fun and games till we're on the edge of Camp Half-Blood, and Jaeger just points across the ocean and say, "If we destroy all our enemies on the other side, we'll finally be free." It's all wrong.
Leon
Insane.
Yeah.
and I took that personally.
Best part is Hunter
Oh.
hasn't seen Attack on Titan. He has no idea what we're talking about.
Dude, oh,
I will say, I finally watched all of Evangelion over the last weekend.
Okay.
nice. I still gotta.
Will
that
is
sounds
really
like I
mad
still
at me
gotta
because
finish
I
it.
already told him I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, putting shit in the campaign. This whole
Oh, yeah.
campaign is just a love
Dude.
letter that I have to pop culture.
I know. I
So-
already recognized like half of the things that you said were from fucking Never After.
So yeah, that's the issue is because I primarily started making this right after Never After as a horror season. Like the stuff with him losing his name didn't have
Yeah.
to do with Mira at all. Like that didn't have to do with that at all. It's just in
Really?
D&D, in D&D in general, names are just a big thing. And in a lot of religion and history, names mean a lot. So for someone to lose their name and forcibly get rid of it, that just means a lot.
All I could think of was the
Plethora.
stepmother.
I'd say the only part that I am taking from Never After is gonna be this next, the part with the gold things is kind
I
of,
was thinking of those two. The pumpkin fight with the fairy.
but they're also just regular. They're also regular objects. Some of them have
Yeah.
morphed into bigger creatures, but you'll see most of them are creatures. Some of them are items, and then some of them are like monstrosities. But yeah, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. So whenever you want me in the dome, Brennan, you got my number.
I'm definitely gonna use one of these objects as an anvil.
I thought
feel
you
like
meant
if
in the
you touch
Minecraft
these
stance.
objects, you're gonna die.
No, that's exactly what I meant. That's exactly what I meant.
Because
I
okay,
feel like if you touch them, you're gonna get turned to gold.
I'll wear gloves.
Nox's ability was gonna be called Call of the Anvil or something along the line of that, and it was originally gonna be an anvil would fall from the sky, cause a shockwave, and then
Minecraft.
sword would fall down onto it and cause the blast. But then I just changed it to a beam.
Strike.
POV / summon Minecraft _ anvil @ P.
/ smite.
Literally.
Oh my god.
That is Nox. That is Augustus typing / smite into the fucking console. For Nox.
Literally.
Oh, that's Leon.
That's what happens every time he uses spite.
/ smite.
He's
That's
fucking
Leon. He
smite.
literally has like the thorns that come up. That's basically smiting. Just the other way around.
Oh my god, dude.
I like to
Oh.
imagine he has a setting for his monitor that makes everything look like Minecraft through Nox's POV.
That is horrible. That is a horrible headcanon. And I'm glad
No,
that's not
he's
in the
definitely doing
episode.
that. He's doing this
No,
sometimes.
it's Minecraft with just like very advanced shaders.
Yeah, it's
He just
Minecraft
he
with
hits
really good shaders.
F11. Everyone, he has like custom Minecraft skins made for everyone. They just like puts on top of their player.
It's full fucking psychotic, like it's like in Castlevania when he has the dolls of Simon.
Oh yeah.
But good news is also, as I said earlier, the length of the campaign went back to being a decently long campaign. This is a long form campaign now.
Was it not going to be?
It was going to be, and then you guys learned about the fucking Blue King.
I were like, oh,
We learned about a lot in a very short amount of time. We're only at session 6, guys, and we already know like a lot.
That dropped it down to probably being like a 30 session game.
Damn.
Say it
Because
was
the
beach
rate you-
episode.
I'm not gonna say, oh, you gain this profound knowledge and don't level up a shit ton. Like that's you gain a lot of knowledge and are able to grow with it. So I mean, you guys aren't gonna be leveling up a lot because what you're doing now, this whole goal that you have, even though an overarching goal, that's just Act 1.
Okay.
And that is defeating Man on the Mountain, at least.
There's a man on the mountain.
There's a
Damn.
Is on the mountain.
Yeah.
I was a man once. They locked me in a mountain. A mystical mountain with chains that once held Prometheus.
Oh,
Vultures make me crazy.
The abominations drive me insane. I was insane once.
Insanity. I've gone mad.
They put me in a camp, a god camp.
Incomprehensible. I've met a terrible fate.
Oh man.
Gangster till I summoned velociraptors. I took one history class.
Velociraptor. I hardly know her.
Oh!
No.
I'm gonna ride one of those velociraptors, if you know what I mean.
I forgot to mention when he's using Minecraft vision, whenever he hits like F5 to go into third person mode, Nox doesn't have a Minecraft. It's like hyper realistic Nox.
You know what?
Everything else is just Minecraft.
I will allow, for lore purposes, an arcane eye to be following Nox for F5.
Let's go. Yo,
But you can't use it mechanically.
Whenever anyone asks about it, it's like, oh yeah, that's for when I go to third person mode in Minecraft.
It's for
Huh?
making
Everyone's like, huh?
streams.
You got
I'm
Minecraft
doing
on
this
him?
subathon right now.
Yo, let me play. What map packs you got?
August canonically has Minecraft installed on Nox.
You know, legally, that means he also has to have Doom installed on him too.
Yeah.
As what?
If you could run Minecraft on something, that means you have to have tried running Doom on it.
Yeah, he can run Doom.
The original Doom can run on fucking anything. It ran on a microwave, I think.
I saw somebody today that made Minecraft in Minecraft, and they were playing it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw a comment, and it was like, now they're gonna do Doom.
Nox is like just a Swiss Army knife of video games.
It's funny because the
say,
first
is
thing
that
in
why
Minecraft
you're-
was like a cell phone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You're what was it? Rampant? What was the name of the little robot?
Riot.
Riot.
Is that why he defected? That's why he defected?
Yeah, he couldn't run Minecraft.
He
That's
could
why
run
defected.
This man thinks he's
You
doing
tried to
He
install
was on
mods.
Windows
He really
Vista.
Yeah, you tried to install
Doom
mods,
didn't run
and
well.
It wasn't compatible. It was too laggy. You had to upgrade your RAM.
This was not the mod I meant to install.
Oops. He installed the sex mod on a
Yeah, you
Riot,
installed
and it just
Craft
didn't take.
on Riot, and he just fucking pulverized you.
I installed the wrong sex mod.
I saw a virus and I just tried.
No,
to
yeah,
delete
that's
it.
what you did. You downloaded like free Robux onto Riot.
Accidentally deleted the empathy protocol. Shit.
You
that's
did
a
the
lot.
Realistically-
Timmy Power Hour thing where you, instead of giving him adoptability, you give him adaptability.
Oh god.
Dude, realistically, if Nox can run Minecraft, Nox has Overwatch porn on him.
Oh, 100%. Just
All right, chat. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great night.
Wait, were you
Um,
still streaming?
I'm sick of this
Yes.
canon. I'm sick of the canon.